I remember a time when the words responsive web design and media query were alien words to us. They were not words that are used. And in those days, web development layouts are done using table. At least I did that. We're in a different era now, where websites are being viewed using mobile phones, tablets, iPads. So in today's video, we will look at how to use media query to design responsive web design. Let's get right into the video. Media query are a key element of any responsive web design, as it allows you to create different layouts depending on the device you have or the viewport you have. So let's see how it works. So I'll quickly go to my Visual Studio Code. So I'll just create just a simple layout. So I'll just do a div I'll call wrapper container. Then in the wrapper container, I'll just create 3 items. Okay, let me use this as, I'll just create grid items, grid item times, I'll just do three items like this. I'll call one item 1, item 2, item 3. So we'll go to our browser. So we have it item 1, item 2, item. So I'll just add a little bit of styling to it. So let me just do a hard CSS reset. So I'll call this box sizing, border box. I will reset the margin from the default, just clear the margin and the padding to make everything 0. Then I'll go to the body, create maybe like a font family. I'll just do a simple font family. I'll just use the cedar. What else again do I need? Don't think I need another thing here for now. So you have this. So everything has been reset. So now let me go to the wrapper container. So the wrapper container. So this is the wrapper container. So the wrapper container, I will use grid all through. So I'll just do display grid, then grid template columns. So I'll just use the repeat 3 1FR. So let's just add a gap. So maybe like 1 rem. So for the grid items, I'll use maybe like I think it's grid item. Yeah, item. So I'll just add a background color. So let me just use like this aquamarine or aquamarine. Then just add a little bit of padding. So maybe 1 rem. So if I save, I'll come here. So we have this way. So I can decide to attempt to create a maximum width of maybe 800 pixels. Then we'll add margin so it stays in the middle. So you have it, so it stays in the middle, 800 pixels, or maybe 800 pixels is too much. We can do 8,000. Excuse me. So this is what we have like this. Now, how does media query works? So how do you write media query? So media query starts with, let's just comment it out. Let me use a comment. So media queries for a standard device. So you start with @media. This is the way it works. So @media, we have like this. Then you do maybe maximum width. Now, how does when you use media query like this, it means you are targeting all devices like print screen. So let's say 600 pixels. But in our case, we're going to be attempting to do for only screen. So it's going to be screen, and this will now say, so this is a standard way of writing your media query. Now, if you media query. Now, we have, this is the general styling. That's why we get this. This is the general styling. Now, if we want to attempt to reduce this size to check the screen size for a smaller screen. This is a smaller screen. But you notice it is still showing the 3 elements on the same line. Now, assuming we have some text here, it will be unreadable. But you can read them, but they will be too tiny because you won't know where they stop. You'll be straining your eyes to see. So we will now attempt to do media query for 2 devices. So the first thing we're going to do now is change the media query to change its size for a smaller screen. So we might now say wrapper container. Wrapper container will now say width. Now let's see if we have the 100%. So by now I used grid template. So let me just copy this grid template column and put it here. So instead of 3, I'll do 1. So let's see what we have. So you see now it has broken down. I can now say, okay, let there be gap in between by the sides. I can now come here and do padding. Top and bottom 0, left and right 15 pixels. Something like this. So we've created that gap. So if we go back to what it was before, you have this 3, and you come to your small screen, you have this. Now, if you increase it and it goes above 600, it goes back to 3. So we are going to attempt now to create another query for a smaller. So okay, let me remove the word standard for a mobile device. While I'll just copy this. I'll just copy this and say we can now do minimum width. So we'll do 601. So let's do 601 since we already have that. We'll now do 601 and maximum width of maybe 768 pixels. So what it means is that the first media query we did means that the maximum width, any screen that is from 0 to 600 pixels, we have one. They will stack above each other. But from 601, screen size from 601 to maximum width of 768, I'll say, okay, now I don't want it to be 100%, maybe I'll make this 90, something like that. Then make this 2. So we now have from here. So if I go, it breaks into 2. Breaks into 2. I can now say in this one, this pixels is 2. I can take this to 10. So if I come back 1, if I go above 3, 2, if it goes above the 768, it comes back to 3, and like that. And as the more the screen size begins to increase, it will not go above 1000 pixels, because I use maximum width as the attempts, that it should not go above, the maximum width should be 1000 pixels, so it will not exceed 1000 pixels. The moment we get to, if you look at it, it's not shrinking, but the moment we get to, it will just start shrinking because it's 100% I used. But once it gets to 1000 pixels, it stays fixed at 1000 pixels. This thing will keep expanding, and as you reduce, and we get to between 601 and 768, it collapses to 2, and the likes. So this is the way it's going to be. So this is just how you can, this is just the basic idea. So you can have other breakpoints, which we are going to look at in another video. In another video, we will now use media query to create a complete landing page of a website, where we will do everything from the header to the footer to the content in between. We'll shrink, we'll do all the different mobile devices. So we could have devices for smaller screen size, medium screen size. Okay, should I call it medium screen size? Like a smaller screen size, like a smaller mobile phones. We could do larger mobile phones. We could do tablets. We can do laptops. We could do all those devices, target their resolutions and above, up to desktop. So in that video, we are going to do all this work. This is just work on all these aspects. This is just a video to introduce us into what is media query and what we can use media query to do, especially concerning the area of responsive web design. I hope this little short video has given us a better understanding, or at least basic understanding of how media query works, so that when you see media queries like this, when it's written like this, you will not be confused. If you have more questions, more clarifications, just post in the comments. I will make an attempt to reply to your comment. If there is need for a video to be done to explain the concept better, I will do another video. Please consider subscribing to our channel, share and like our videos. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.